I thought you just passed me by. Just another face in a familiar crowd. Another ordinary day, the same old air. Nothing special was supposed to happen, but in the moment you smiled at me, it felt like time paused for a breath. A scene that meant absolutely nothing stayed with me longer than it should. The day my world changed without a single warning, you entered my ordinary life like a sentence I never knew I needed. The day my world changed, even the sounds felt different. Same streets, same sky, but everything grew a little deeper. We didn't need many words, yet everything felt so natural. We didn't have to fill the silence, and somehow that was enough. Standing next to you, I didn't have to pretend or explain. No polished version of myself, just quiet honesty made. When night comes, the hours that felt lonely now slowly start to resemble your name. The dark doesn't feel so dark anymore, and silence no longer feels empty. The day my world changed, the way I wake up softened. I started thinking about tomorrow without fear. The day my world changed, the reason I breathe stopped feeling vague and became clear. Not every day became perfect. There are still tired mornings and evenings that feel too heavy, but something is undeniably different. Knowing I might fall, I still chose to walk forward, and instead of avoiding the pain, I chose to believe. Before you, I was someone who always chose the safest path. Now I lean toward what feels real, even if it's uncertain. The day my world changed, nothing dramatic happened, only the way I see the world quietly shifted. The day my world changed, instead of saying love, I started living. Even if someday we face different directions, this one day will remain inside me forever. The day I trusted myself a little more, the day I believed in people again, the day my life changed this direction without a sound. The day my world changed, the day I met you, the world stayed the same, but I completely changed.
I thought it was just another day, another face passing through my life, a moment I wouldn't remember. Something stayed when you said my name, like time slowed down without asking, like the air knew before I did. Every road I walked before you suddenly makes sense now. Every wrong turn, every waiting night was leading you somehow. We met for a reason, not by chance, not by mistake. Every second before this was shaping what we'd become. If the world tried to pull us apart, I'd still believe the truth. We met for a reason, and that reason is you. Places, chasing things that faded fast, thinking love was something fragile that never really lasts. But you stayed when silence fell. You didn't ask me to pretend. You saw the parts I hide away and called them human. All the nights I doubted meaning, all the days I walked alone, were quietly preparing me to recognize this moment. We met for a reason, not by chance, not by mistake. Every broken version of me was learning how to wait. Even if the road gets heavy, even if the truth feels new, we met for a reason, and that reason is you. That reason. Maybe we had to break first. Maybe we had to be alone to understand the feeling and finally being home. We met for a reason. Time was only in disguise. Every goodbye before hello was teaching us to arrive. If tomorrow feels uncertain, I won't question the truth. We met for a reason, and I'm here because of you. Not coincidence, not an accident, just a reason finally revealed.
I thought it was just another day, another face passing through my life, a moment I wouldn't remember, but something stayed when you said my name. Like time slowed down without asking, like the air knew before I did. Every road I walked before you suddenly makes sense now. Every wrong turn, every waiting night was leading here somehow. We met for a reason, not by chance, not by mistake. Every second before this was shaping what we'd become. If the world tried to pull us apart, I'd still believe the truth. We met for a reason, and that reason is you. I've been lost in louder places, chasing things that faded fast, thinking love was something fragile that never really lasts. But you stayed when silence fell. You didn't ask me to pretend. You saw the parts I hide away and called them human. All the nights I doubted meaning, all the days I walked alone, were quietly preparing me to recognize this moment. We met for a reason, not by chance, not by mistake. Every broken version of me was learning how to wait. Even if the road gets heavy, even if the truth feels new, we met for a reason, and that reason is you. Maybe we had to break first, maybe we had to be alone to understand the feeling of finally being home. We met for a reason, time was only in disguise. Every goodbye before hello was teaching us to arrive. If tomorrow feels uncertain, I won't question the truth. We met for a reason, and I'm here because of you. Ooh, not coincidence, not an accident, just a reason finally revealed.
I wasn't searching for a sign, I wasn't asking for a name. I was living in between the comfort and the same. Then you stepped into the room, like the time you knew my past. And suddenly the moment felt too heavy to be chanced. Every word fell into place, every silence felt too true. Was the universe arranging this, or did I choose you? Was it fate or a choice? The way our worlds align, something written in the stars, or something we designed. I felt the pull, I heard the voice somewhere between the noise. Tell me honestly now, was it fate or a choice? I believed in careful steps, in decisions made with doubt. I've watched love come and go without knowing what it's about. But when your hand found mine, there was no plan, no rule, just a quiet understanding, breaking everything I knew. Every fear I used to trust started losing its control. Was this destiny unfolding, or my heart letting go? Was it fate or a choice? The way you stayed so close, something waiting patiently, or something we chose. I didn't mean to fall this deep, didn't hear the warning noise. Now I'm standing right here, between fate or a choice. Maybe fate opens the door, maybe choice lets you stay. Maybe love is both of them, working quietly this way. 1,000 lives before this, a single step tonight. I don't know who started it, the stars. My reply, was it fate or a choice? I don't need to decide. Some truths don't need answers to feel alive. If tomorrow asks the question, I'll still hear my voice saying it doesn't matter now. It's fate and a choice, not a rule, not a sign, just two. It wasn't love yet. We never said the word. Just conversations lingering longer than they should. Every glance felt accidental. Every smile felt new. Like we were standing on a line we both already knew. Nothing promised, nothing sure, but my heart was moving fast, trying not to rush the moment, trying not to ask. Before we were anything, before we crossed the line, there was magic in the waiting, in the almost, in the time. Every second felt electric, every touch was noise. Before we were anything, you were already my choice. We laughed a little louder, kept our feelings light, pretending this was ordinary on an ordinary night. But silence felt too honest when our hands were closed, like something unspoken was asking to be known. I memorized the way you paused, the way you said my name. I didn't need a future then, just that moment to remain. Before we were anything, no labels, no demand, just a feeling growing quiet. We didn't understand. I was holding back the truth, you were doing it too. Before we were anything, I was already falling for you. And maybe it was better then, when nothing was defined, when hope lived in the space between your hand and mine. No fear of losing something, no past to avoid, just two hearts discovering their favorite kind of noise. Oh, before we were anything, before love had a name, there was beauty in the wandering, in the almost, in the flame. If I could return to one moment, one breath I choose, it would be right there in between. Before we were me and you, not lovers, not strangers, just a moment that changed everything. There was a pause in the conversation, a silence that felt too loud. Your eyes stayed on mine just a second longer than allowed. Nothing changed around us, but something shifted inside. Like the truth had finally decided it was done trying to hide. I felt it in the way you smiled, like you already understood. This wasn't just imagination, this was something real and good. It was a moment we both knew, no words, no sudden sign, just a feeling moving freely between your heart and mine. I didn't have to ask you, I didn't need to prove. It was a moment we both knew, this feeling was the truth. We talked about the smallest things, but nothing felt the same. Every sentence carried more when you said my name. I noticed how you leaned in close, how your voice went low, like you were trying to tell me what you already know. Every doubt I used to trust quietly disappeared. What I felt inside my chest was suddenly clear. It was the moment we both knew, not planned, not rehearsed, a quiet kind of certainty before the universe. I didn't need the future, I didn't need a clue. It was the moment we both knew I was falling too. Maybe love doesn't announce itself, maybe it doesn't rush, maybe it lives in small details we feel but never touch. A look, a pause, a breath, a truth we didn't say. The moment that turns someday into today. It was the moment we both knew, and nothing stayed the same. The space between us filled itself when I spoke your name. If love is recognition, then this was absolute. It was the moment we both knew, me and you. No confession, no demand, just understanding, holding hands.
If we had just passed by each other like strangers in the street, no second glance, no hesitation, no reason to repeat, I would've kept my quiet habits, you would've walked your way. Two separate stories, never knowing what they almost became. It scares me how close we were to never saying hello. How much truth was waiting in a moment we could have missed. If we had just passed by, I never know your name, never know how your laughter changes everything. There are stories you don't hear if you don't stop and stay. This is one we never know if we had just passed by. I wouldn't know the way you listen, like every word has weight, or how you read my silence better than what I say. I wouldn't know this version of me that only shows with you, the one that feels more honest in everything we do. It wasn't loud or dramatic, just a step we didn't skip, a pause long enough to let our worlds exist. If we had just passed by, no reason, no regret, I'd never know how something small could feel like this. So many lives go untouched, so many moments fade. This two people choosing not to leave it behind. If we had just passed by, I'd still be who I was, never knowing what it feels like to be known because someone stayed a second longer, someone looked my way. This is everything I know because we didn't pass by. Not a miracle, not a sign, just a moment we didn't leave behind. The morning felt the same at first, same light, same street, same air. But something in the quiet hours told me you were there. Nothing changed on the surface, the world still moved its pace. Yet every ordinary moment now carried your trace. I didn't mark the calendar, didn't circle the date, but time began to measure itself by that day. Every day after that felt a little more alive, colors leaning closer, time moving kind. I didn't ask for miracles, I didn't need a sign. Every day after that, you were on my mind. Coffee tasted warmer, songs stayed longer in my head. Silence didn't feel as empty as it used to feel. Instead, I noticed how I smiled alone for reasons hard to say, like my heart had quietly agreed to change its way. Nothing dramatic happened, no promise, no demand, just the quiet understanding that I wasn't who I am. Every day after that, the world felt slightly new. Familiar places softened when I thought of you. I didn't see the future, I didn't need the time. Every day after that, you were already mine. Maybe love doesn't arrive in storms, maybe it comes in shifts, moving things just enough to notice what exists. One day becomes a turning point without asking why, and suddenly the rest of life turns to reply. Every day after that, I saw with different eyes, not because the world had changed, but because I had. If someone asked me when it started, I'd smile and say it was that day, and every day that followed that day. No announcement, no warning, just one day, changing everything.
It wasn't fireworks or perfect timing, no movie scene, no clear sign. Just an ordinary question in the middle of an ordinary night. You asked how my day had been, and I answered honestly, not trying to sound better, not hiding what I feel. There was comfort in the quiet, no need to impress or pretend. I noticed how I stopped performing and just let myself exist. That's when love became real, not loud, not dramatic. When staying felt easier than walking away. No promises spoken, no future sealed. That was the moment when love became real. We talked about the small concerns, things we usually ignore. Money, time, being tired, what we're both afraid of. You didn't change the subject, you didn't look away. You listened like these details were reasons you would stay. I realized love wasn't saving me, wasn't pulling me out. It was sitting right beside me while I figured life out. That's when love became real, in the middle of the truth, when being seen completely didn't scare me with you. No perfect answers, no grand appeal, just two people staying. That's when love became. Maybe love doesn't start when hearts race fast. Maybe it starts when nothing needs to pass, when silence feels safe, when flaws don't conceal. That's the quieter place, but love turns real. That's when love became real, not because we dreamed big, but because reality felt lighter together. If someone asked me how I know it's true, I'd say love felt real the moment I was me with you. No illusion, no escape, just reality, choosing to stay. Before we met, I only knew the version you would show. Polite words, careful smiles, the surface of what you know. I didn't see the quiet doubts you never let appear, or how strong you really were when no one else was near. It wasn't something you explained, it wasn't something said. I learned you slowly, moment by moment, in the life we led. Now I see who you really are, not the perfect part, but the honest one that shows up with an open heart. The way you try, the way you stay, even when it's hard. I didn't know this kind of love until I knew who you really are. Didn't know you get quiet when the day's been long, or how you hide your tiredness to stay kind and strong. I didn't know your small fears are ones you laugh away, or how much love you carry in the choices that you make. You don't need to be impressive, you don't need a roll up, and you feel simple because you're whole. Now I see who you really are, not the image, not the frame, but the person who stays gentle even when nothing's the same. The way you listen, the way you care, the truth behind your guard. I didn't know this kind of love until I knew who you really are. Ooh. Maybe love isn't discovery, maybe it's recognition. Seeing someone clearly without changing the vision. Not fixing, not saving, just learning to stand. Loving every version of who you are. Now I love who you really are, not who I imagined then. Every flaw, every quiet strength, every way you bend. If love is knowing deeply and choosing that heart, then loving you started when I saw who you really are. Not a surprise, not a disguise, just truth growing closer.
Nothing had changed on the surface. We still joke the same way. Still called it just another night. Still said we were okay. But something in the silence was learning how to stay. Like the room itself was holding everything we couldn't say. Every glance lasted longer. Every pause felt aware. There was meaning in the quiet, something waiting in the air. It was the air before we fell, before the truth was clear. When everything felt closer, but nothing crossed the line yet. No confession, no goodbye, just hearts that couldn't pretend. It was the air before we fell, the beginning of the end, of just being friends. We sat a little closer, not enough to be seen, like we were both respecting the space in between. Your hand moved and stopped short, mine stayed where it was. Two intentions, learning patience without speaking up. I noticed how my breathing changed every time you moved, like my body already knew what my words refused. It was the air before we fell, soft, electric, slow. When staying still felt harder than letting it go. Nothing promised, nothing named, but nothing felt the same. It was the air before we fell, before love had a name. Maybe love doesn't rush the moment, maybe waits until you see the one and is already choosing who you're gonna be. That hesitation isn't fear, it's care you haven't said. Standing on the edge of something with your heart ahead. It was the air before we fell, and I felt it in my chest. Not a question of if, just a matter of when. If I had to choose one moment I'd return to again, it would be right there in the quiet, the air before we fell. Not a step, not a word, just the air, holding everything. I tell myself it's nothing, just just a habit of your name. Just the way my thoughts return even when I look away. I felt attraction before, I've mistaken it for more, but this feels different than anything I knew before. I don't miss you loudly, I miss you in between. In the moments I don't notice until you're all I see. Is this love or just a feeling? I don't know how to define. Is it passing through my heart or slowly changing mine? I'm not falling fast or deep, I'm not losing control, but I'm not the same person I was before you showed. I catch myself defending you when no one's even wrong, saving parts of conversations like a favorite song. I imagine telling you things I've never said out loud, then I laugh it off, pretend I'm being dramatic now. If this is just a moment, why does it stay so long? If this isn't something real, why does it feel so strong? Is this love or just a feeling? Learning how to stay. Is it comfort, is it fear, or something in between the two of us that changed? I don't need a promise, yeah, I don't need a sign. I just need to know why your absence feels like mine. Maybe love doesn't arrive as fire, maybe it comes as a wave. The quiet irresponsibility of caring what you say. Maybe love is hesitation, asking twice before you leap. Not because you're unsure, but because you wanna keep it. If this is love, it's patient, it doesn't rush my hand. It sits beside my questions and waits for me to understand. I don't need the answer now, I'll let the moment grow. Whether this is love or not, it's real enough to know. I won't name it yet, I won't run from it too. If it becomes love, it will do so. Quietly with you. With you.
We sat there longer than we planned. Nothing urgent, nothing said, just the sound of breathing and the space between our heads. I thought I should say something, break the silence, make it light, but the quiet felt too honest to disturb what felt so right. Your eyes met mine for half a second, then looked away again. And somehow in that moment I understood everything. We didn't need to speak, the truth was already there, in the way the world went softer when I noticed you still staring. No explanation, no release, just something clicking deep. We didn't need to speak to know we were the same heartbeat. Your smile came a second late, like it followed what you felt. And I felt mine respond before I noticed it myself. There are questions love can answer, and others it ignores. But in that silence I stopped asking what I needed words for. It wasn't magic or a sign, no dramatic reveal, just two people recognizing something quietly real. We didn't need to speak, nothing needed to be said. Every fear I'd been holding finally left my head. No label, no confession yet, no moment on repeat, just certainty arriving without asking for belief. Maybe love is synchronization, learning someone's pace, knowing when to stay still by the look upon their face. Maybe it's the comfort of not filling every space, trusting what is forming without trying to explain. We didn't need to speak, and somehow there was enough, the kind of understanding that words could never touch. If love is recognition, before it learns to shout, then that was when I knew what we were becoming without a sound. No words, no proof, just us, understanding what we hadn't named yet.
It wasn't planned, it wasn't brave, just a moment passing through. Your hand moving toward the same place mine was reaching to. We could have pulled away in time, pretended nothing changed, but something in that second made us stay. Skin met skin so carefully, like we both knew the cost. How one small touch could confirm everything we'd almost lost. The first time our hands touched, the world forgot to move. Every thought I'd been hiding suddenly felt true. It wasn't fire, it wasn't rush, it was quiet and enough. The first time our hands touched, I knew I was in love. Your fingers didn't tighten, didn't try to take control. They just rested there like home, like somewhere safe to go. I noticed how my breathing changed, how calm replaced my fear, as if my body recognized you before my mind was clear. We didn't say a single word, but everything was said in the space where hesitation finally let go instead. The first time our hands touched, nothing needed proof. All the questions I've been carrying finally loosened loose. just a warmth that settled in and refused to fade. If I ever wonder when it started, if I'm asked to choose, I'll say it was the moment our hands knew what to do. No rush, no words, just hands finding each other.
I used to move so carefully, protecting every part, keeping doors half open in the corners of my heart. I thought love had to be loud to prove it was real, but you arrived so quietly and changed the way I feel. I don't count the days anymore, I don't watch the signs, I just notice how my worries leave a little earlier at night. That's how love changed me, not all at once but slow, in the way I breathe easier, in the way I let things go. I still recognize myself, but something's finally free. That's how love's changed me. I think of you and I make plans without feeling confined. It doesn't feel like losing space, it feels like gaining time. Your name sounds like a future when it rests inside my head. Not a question, not a fear, just a place I'm gently led. I don't need to be stronger, I don't need to pretend. I learned how to lean into someone without breaking in the end. That's how love changed me, in the calm, in the stay, in choosing what really matters at the end of every day. I'm not less of who I was, I'm just more honestly me. That's how love changed me. Maybe love isn't fireworks, maybe it's a flame, steady enough to guide you home and keep you warm in the rain. It teaches you patience, shows you what to keep, and quietly rearranges the promises you make to yourself in sleep. That's how love changed me, not by asking for control, but by making room for someone without losing my own soul. If I ever wonder who I was before you walked in free, I'll smile at who I'm becoming. That's how love changed me. Still me, just steadier because of you.
We learned each other's habits, the good and the hard to miss, the silence after arguments, the comfort after this. Not every day felt cinematic, not every word was right, but love started living in the ordinary nights. We started Stop performing happiness, stop trying to impress, and found something steadier underneath the mess. These are the moments everyone goes through, the misunderstandings, the making up to, the nights you fall asleep upset, then wake up choosing each other again. Not perfect, not always smooth, but honest in what we do. These are the moments everyone goes through when love is real and new. We argued about small things, things that didn't really matter, but what we were really learning was how to listen better. You saw me on my worst days, I stayed instead of leaving, and somehow that decision felt more like love than dreaming. I realized commitment isn't dramatic or loud, it's showing up consistently when it's easier to walk out. These are the moments everyone goes through, the patience, the doubt, the truth, the fear of saying too much, and the fear of not saying enough. No movie scene, no perfect proof, just effort seen through. These are the moments everyone goes through when love grows roots. Maybe love isn't tested by how little you fight, but by how you return to kindness every time. Learning how to disagree without breaking what you built. Choosing repair over pride, forgiving without keeping guilt. These are the moments everyone goes through, the quiet work love asks you to do. Staying when the feeling fades, trusting what you've made. If this is what love becomes, I don't want something new. I want all the moments everyone goes through with you. Flawless, not easy, just real and chosen. I try to keep it balanced, try to play it cool, act like my heart hadn't already broken every rule. I told myself I'd learn control, that I was doing fine, but every time you smiled at me, my defenses resigned. It showed in the way I waited, and how fast I replied, and all the little moments I thought I could disguise. I couldn't hide it anymore, the way you pulled me close, not with words or promises, but everything you don't suppose. It was in my voice, my eyes, the way your name felt warm. I couldn't hide it anymore, my heart was already yours. I laughed a little louder, leaned a little near, noticed how your absence felt louder than your being here. I stopped pretending you were just another part of life, when every plan I made somehow included you inside. I I realize love isn't something you can fold away. It finds its way through silence, through every word you don't say. I couldn't hide it anymore. No matter how I tried, it slipped through every careful line I drew to feel alive. Not desperation, not a need, just honesty breaking through. I couldn't hide it anymore. I cared too much for you. Maybe love doesn't ask permission. Maybe it doesn't wait. Maybe it grows louder the longer you hesitate. Maybe hiding isn't strength. Maybe truth is brave. Choosing to be seen instead of walking away. I couldn't hide it anymore. And strangely I felt free, like naming what I felt finally sounded like me. If this is where love leads me, I won't close the door. I couldn't hide it anymore, and I don't want to anymore. No masks, no distance, just feeling finally visible.
Don't always notice it at first. It sneaks in without a sound. I'll be thinking about nothing, and suddenly you're around. In the middle of a busy day or a quiet drive alone, your name appears like a memory that already feels like home. It's not one big moment, not something I can explain. It's the way my face changes before my mind can say your name. That's why you make me smile without trying to be kind. Just existing in my thoughts softens everything inside. I don't plan it, I don't choose. It happens on its own. That's why you make me smile even when I'm alone. I smile at the smallest things, the way you say okay, the pauses in your sentences, the jokes that come too late. I remember how you look at me when you think I'm not aware, like you're saving the moment just to keep it there. It's strange how happiness doesn't need a reason now. It just borrows your shape and shows up on my mouth. That's why you make me smile in ways I can't defend. Like the future feels lighter just imagining the end. Not because life is perfect, not because I've won, but because loving you feels like fun. Love isn't always serious, maybe it learns to play, finding joy in familiarity and seeing you every day. If love is supposed to feel heavy, then we're doing something new, because thinking about you feels easy and true. That's why you make me smile. No effort, no disguise, just a warmth that shows itself before I realize. If someone asked me when I knew I wouldn't need to try, I'd say it was the day. Thinking of you made me smile. No reason, no logic,
we're just two timelines crossing, nothing written, nothing planned. A shared direction for a moment, then a pause I didn't understand. If you had turned a second earlier, if I had walked another street, this would have been a passing story with no reason to repeat. But chance kept rearranging things, giving us another day, until coincidence grew tired of being called that way. That's how a meeting turns to meaning, slowly, quietly true. When moments start remembering what they're becoming with you. Not fate that falls like lightning, not luck that disappears, but time deciding gently to keep us here. We learn the rhythm of each other, not by force but by return, finding comfort in the familiar, letting repetition earn. Every see you later meant a little something more, until goodbye stopped feeling final and hello felt like before. What started as coincidence began to choose its place, until my days adjusted to the shape of your face. That's how a meeting turns to meaning, not all at once but clear. When absence starts to feel like loss and presence feels like here. No grand design, no prophecy, just hearts that learn to stay. That's how a meeting turns to meaning in the ordinary days. Maybe destiny isn't written, maybe it's revised, edited by showing up and choosing to try. The miracle isn't finding someone, it's deciding not to leave, watching something unimportant turn into something you believe. That's how a meeting turns to meaning, and meaning learns your name. When time stops asking why us and starts asking what's next instead. If anyone asks when it happened, I won't point to one scene, I'll say it happened slowly. When meeting became we, not fate, not chance, just two people staying.
I've met the right faces at the wrong time before. Almost love stories that couldn't ask for more. Too early, too broken, too afraid to stay. We were missing feeling, we were missing the day. I used to think love was effort, one enough to try. But desire without readiness is just a reason to say goodbye. Now I know it was all about timing, not fate rushing in, but two lives finally ready to begin where they wasting. Not sooner, not later, not if, not why. Love didn't change the people, it changed the time. It changed the time. You didn't arrive perfect, and neither did I. We just met ourselves at a more honest time. The past didn't disappear, it just stopped leading the way. We learned how to hold the present without needing yesterday. If you had come earlier, I would have loved you wrong. If you had come later, I might have been gone. So now I believe in timing, in pauses that protect, in doors that stay closed until you're ready to step in, correct. Not every almost is meant to stay. Sometimes love waits for the right day. Timing isn't patience alone, it's growth you don't notice. Becoming someone who can stay. When love asks for focus, it's learning how to listen, how to choose, how to fight fair. So when love finally arrives, you're already there. Yes, love is timing, not chance dressed as truth, but two hearts align with the courage to choose. If anyone asks why this works, why this feels right inside, I'll say it wasn't the love that changed, it was the timing that arrived. And that was everything.
I thought every smile you gave meant forever meant more, that every text, every laugh was a promise in store. I filled the silence with stories, created a perfect view, not realizing love sometimes just starts quietly true. I painted feelings brighter than they had the right to be, chasing certainty that doesn't come so easily. Early love is full of misunderstandings, hearts racing, minds wandering, thinking small gestures are everything, believing feelings define the day. Not wrong, just eager to see what isn't meant to be. Early love is full of misunderstandings, and I fell into everyone with you. I assumed the best intentions for things you never said. I built a world inside my head from crumbs and what I read. Sometimes excitement is louder than reality can claim, and every glance feels like proof of a love that isn't named. We're learning through mistakes, through assumptions we keep, how to let affection grow without falling too deep. Early love is full of misunderstandings, smiles mistaken for devotion, touches mistaken for forever, words we misread in motion, not wrong, just eager to see what isn't meant to be. Early love is full of misunderstandings, and I fell into everyone with you. Maybe that's the beauty, how we stumble and learn, how hearts adjust and grow, how patience earns its turn. Not every spark is a fire, not every glance a vow, but every early mistake teaches us love somehow. Early love is full of misunderstandings, but it's where we start to know how to care, how to hope, how to let affection show. Not wrong, just learning the truth. Not everything is as it seems. Early love is full of misunderstandings, and it's how we shape our dreams.
I don't need you to say it, I already know. The way your eyes find mine before the room can show. A glance, a touch, a silence, and everything is clear. The words we say for later aren't the ones we need here. It's in the pause between your breath, the way your hand lingers near, the quiet understanding that we've both been waiting for. Felt without words, love speaks quietly, not in shouts, not in promises, but in knowing silently. No explanations, no rehearsed lines, just hearts that intertwine. Felt without words, and somehow it's enough this time. I see the rhythm in your movements, the subtle shifts of tone, and suddenly I understand how much I've already known. No need to guess, no need to ask, no fear of being wrong. We simply feel the story that's been growing all along. It's the comfort of alignment, the language of our own, where nothing is forced, but everything feels home. Felt without words, love whispers softly, in glances, in quiet laughter, in the space between us. Honestly, no explanations, no rehearsed lines, just hearts that intertwine. Felt without words, and somehow it's enough this time. Maybe this is what trust becomes, when knowing is enough, when hearts learn the vocabulary that doesn't need to speak of love. It's the feeling that carries us through every unspoken choice, a quiet, steady certainty, a shared, invisible voice. Felt without words, love doesn't need to explain. It's in the subtle gestures, in joy and quiet pain. No need to say it aloud, we simply understand. Felt without words, this love is more than planned.
It's not the laughter, though it lights the room. Not the gifts, the glances, or the quiet perfume. It's not grand gestures or promises so bold. It's something simple that can't be bought or sold. It's patience and kindness and showing up through the small. Learning to listen before you try to stand tall. The one thing before us, the moment we could begin, is trust that starts quietly with love has room to sink in. No rush, no perfect timing, just hearts learning to see. The one thing before us was choosing honesty. It's feeling safe enough to let your guard fall down, to speak your heart without fear, even if it's unsound. It's learning how to care without taking too much, how to match each other without losing your touch. It's respecting the small things, patience in the slow, giving space and freedom so affection can grow. The one thing before us, the moment we could begin, is trust that starts quietly where love has room to sink in. No rush, no perfect timing, just hearts learning to see. The one thing before us was choosing honesty. Maybe that's why love starts right, with small careful steps, not with fire and fireworks, but with respect that never rests. It's what carries us forward beyond infatuation's gleam. The one thing before us is the foundation of a dream. The one thing before us, the moment we could begin, is trust that starts quietly with love has room to sink in. No rush, no perfect timing, just hearts learning to see. The one thing before us was choosing honesty. Simple, true, necessary before us. Not every hello becomes a memory, not every glance leaves a trace, but somehow in the way you smiled, time slowed its pace. It wasn't just coincidence or luck or chance alone. It was the sum of moments we had unknowingly known. Every word unspoken, every glance we shared, built a quiet understanding that felt beyond compare. That's why this meeting was special, the way our worlds aligned, a feeling more than instant, a spark that's redefined. Not just because of you, not just because of me, it's everything in between. pause, every smile that didn't fade, made this meeting sacred, made the connection stay. That's why this meeting was special, not fleeting, not the same. It's the story of two people who found a lasting flame. Not just because of you, not just because of me. It's everything in between that made us meant to be. Unforgettable together. I can feel it in the silence, in the pause before your touch. A heartbeat caught in waiting, not a moment asks for much. The air is thick with almost, with every glance that lingers, and something in the tension is speaking through our fingers. Not yet, not quite, but I sense it in your eyes. The storm behind the calm, a spark ready to rise. 1 second before love, everything holds its breath. The world tilts just slightly on the edge of life and death. Not a word, not a movement, yet the feeling is enough. 1 second before love, and already it's enough. I catch your shadow leaning, I feel the weight of your smile. Every step, every whisper pulls me closer by a mile. The seconds stretch eternal, the moment hovers near, and I realize we've been waiting for this threshold all year. Almost, almost, yet it trembles in the air. An invisible current that only we can share. 1 second before love, everything holds its breath. The world tilts just slightly on the edge of life and death. Not a word, not a movement, yet the feeling is enough. 1 second before the love, and already it's enough. Maybe love begins quietly before it takes its claim. In moments just like this, where hearts learn each other's name. A subtle shift, a gentle pull, a promise without a word, and suddenly the waiting ends with nothing left unheard. 1 second before love, and the world is still and wide. All the past and future standing quietly beside.